Did you see that following Arsenal's convincing victory over Sheffield United, Bukayo Saka has sent Tottenham with a serious warning about the Premier League title? Let's see what Arsenal and the star player Bukayo Saka are doing in the Premier League. Emily Smith-Rowe and Jakub Kiwior were started by Mikel Arteta instead of Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Magalhaes, and it proved to be a wise decision as the Gunners easily won 5-0. Eddie Nketiah put on an incredible 58-minute hat-trick, and goals from Takahiro Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira in the closing minutes completed the picture of an outstanding team effort. That shows the mentality and determination, and the team wants and how much they have to respect every game and every ball, because of the influence that every ball and the journey that you have throughout a game, Arteta said in response to a question regarding winning the physical war. And they took the game in a really serious way because I gave them on Thursday a big alert because of the context and the difference in the game that we have to play today with the last Man City, Chelsea, and Seville game. And I'm really happy how they approached it. The day before Arsenal added 3 more points, Tottenham, their bitter rivals in North London, increased their lead at the top of the table by defeating Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Manchester United and Nottingham Forest were defeated 3-0 by Manchester City and Liverpool respectively, allowing them to stay in touch with the league leaders. Saka spoke about Gunners' 5-star performance after the game, pointing out their championship opponents that had led Arsenal as captain in Odegaard's absence. According to Saka, who was cited by The Sun, "We are pushing to go to another level. Having 5 goals on Saturday indicates that we're drawing nearer. We are extremely delighted and proud since this is the first time we've scored 5 goals this season." Arsenal will play West Ham in the Carabao Cup at London Stadium this Saturday, before playing Newcastle in a major match. Saka is anticipated to take a break, given his recent injury concerns and is absent from the team's 1-0 victory over Brentford in the previous round. Reiss Nelson is among those vying for a start, although Arteta remained evasive when asked if he would make any meaningful changes to the starting lineup. Merely 7,751 individuals may claim to have attended. November 29, 2018, a very cold night in the capital of Ukraine, welcomed Arsenal together with a small group of supporters for a Europa League group stage encounter against Vorskla Poltava. The match is now more noteworthy because it marked the introduction of Bukayo Saka to the first team. The game itself was a stunning 3-0 triumph to earn the top spot in the group with a match day to spare. Bukayo, who was wearing the number 87 shirt, was called up from the bench by Unai Emery for the last 22 minutes or so, just a few weeks after turning 17 years old. The youthful winger made a lively debut, almost scoring a goal as quickly after his entrance, showing plenty of promise for the future. He now has the 15th youngest player to make his club debut and the 862nd player in history to play for the first team. However, Bukayo's tale at Arsenal didn't begin in the Olympic Stadium in Kyiv that evening. It all started when he enrolled in our Hale institution over 10 years ago at the age of 8. The forward, who was born in Ealing, has since seen his career soar, catapulting him into the realm of true superstardom. It was not an overnight thing. Bukayo's unwavering work ethic, both from himself and everyone around him at the club, had contributed to his growth. Furthermore, time is still very much on his side at just 21 years old. A true product of the Hale End Academy is Bukayo Saka. On May 5th of 2010, at the age of 8, he signed his first official contract with the club after participating in pre-academy training and games. He then joined Hale's N-under-9 age group, which is the youngest age group. In the same month, when other players like Reiss Nelson, Joe Willock, Alex Iwobi, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles were already in the system, Emile Smith-Rowe also joined the team, albeit 2 years groups above. In 2010, Roy Massey oversaw 120 aspiring young athletes at Hale End, all of whom were supervised by Liam Brady, the youth development director at the time. Jack Wilshere had already risen through the ranks and become the team's youngest player a few years prior, and the production line was only getting more skilled, so the goal they had when the academy was founded more than 10 years ago was beginning to come true. It didn't take long to realize that another outstanding player for the first squad was developing in young Bukayo. We had a pathway to look after him even as a young boy, and I remember him as an under 11, Liam explains. Our staff and coaches did an excellent job of first recruiting these boys and then taking care of them. I recall him from that age. He was always lightning fast, but he was also robust and muscular, and as he grew older, he swiftly added the football intellect required to compete at the highest levels. In addition to his ability to score goals, he also participated in combination play alongside all players on the field. He was thinking and acting like the top players, which is essentially what he is now, a creator and assister of goals. Liam would stand down from his position in May of 2014, but just as Bukayo was moving up a level, Luke Hobbs had joined the Southend United youth team staff, initially as an under-14 coach. Luke starts I joined in 2013, and I remember the first time I heard his name. During my first week at the club, Roy Macy was having a conversation with Steve Leonard, who not only managed the under-15 team, but also looked after the equipment. They were discussing the season's squad members, and I'm not sure how long they were chosen, perhaps alphabetically, but they were rather concerned about what his family would think of this younger player named Bukayo Saka having to wear number 3. They claim that this young player is exceptional. Would he find it bothersome to be the defensive number? This kid must be pretty good if we were worried about what number to give him, is all I can recall thinking. However, I can state with certainty that Bukayo and his family were the exact opposite of someone who would be upset over a squad number. Yemi, his father, and Bukayo would never be sentimental about that. Luke, who's currently in charge of Arsenal's academy coaching, quickly realized why this young player was the subject of so much talk. Luke says, "My first experience working with Bukayo was for the under-12s at a Premier League futsal tournament. He was 11 when I came to Arsenal. It was an excellent program. It's 5-a-side, indoors, and with lots of touches. In any case, we advanced to the national championship in Leeds after easily winning the qualifiers. Saka became a favorite among the England team due to his contagious nature, and the country embraced him throughout Euro 2020. The white player had a great showing against the Czech Republic in the last group match, and then against Germany in round of 16. Saka was sidelined for the quarterfinal match against Ukraine, but he returned to the starting lineup for the semi-final match against Denmark, winning 2-1. Saka was going to suffer a penalty-related heartbreak in the final loss to Italy, but the country's affection for the young player was evident in the following home game against Andorra, as he scored a goal to celebrate turning 20 and received the greatest applause of the day from the Wembley crowd. On September 5, 2001, in London, Bukayo Saka was born to Adenike Saka, his mother, and Yomi Saka, his father. The majority of Nigerians living in London, including Bukayo Saka's family, were ardent football fans. The idea of Bukayo receiving a football education in London was born out of their passion for the game and their unwavering determination to improve their quality of living. For the second year in a row, Bukayo Saka had been named the England Men's Player of the Year by EE. The forward for Arsenal was selected by 3 Lions supporters as the 2022-2023 season's first performer. Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane came in second and third respectively. Saka will now focus on England's upcoming 150th anniversary heritage match in Glasgow and their UEFA Euro 2024 qualifying match against Ukraine in Wrocław. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button below. If you want to stay updated on more great content like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and just ringing the notification bell so you never miss on any future content from us. After all, your support means the world to us.